Meanwhile, the White House continues its push for union votes.
Change is the decision we made to rescue the American auto industry from collapse. We got the industry to retool and restructure.
GM's not just alive, it's the #1 automaker in the world.
Osama bin Laden is dead, and General Motors is alive.
Well, General Motors may be alive, but a new poll is showing support for those auto bailouts is not. Reason why Town Hall's Elisabeth Meinecke says the White House is going down the wrong road on this issue. What do you mean, Elizabeth?
Well, I think, as Joe Biden said, Osama bin Laden is dead and GM is alive, but he forgot to add GM is alive thanks to billions of dollars at taxpayer expense. The American people don't want this. They polled as not wanting this 4 years ago. This was typical D.C. ramrodding, where they put through spending that the American people didn't want. They didn't want it 4 years ago. They don't want it now, and it's really unlikely that they're going to want this kind of policy come November.
But if they turn around and say, all right, GM is vibrant and I'm back in business and doing okay, whatever your views of unions or what have you, whatever your views of bailouts, the proof is in the turnaround pudding. You say what?
Well, I'd say a couple things. First of all, again, you have to look at the long term. I mean, if the American government keeps spending money that it doesn't have, in the end, no one's going to have a job. But secondly, the Obama administration really hasn't done much regulation-wise to help the auto industry, and GM is actually looking at revenue increases over in China because they're worried the revenues are going to drop in the United States based on government regulations that the Obama administration is trying to push with mileage standards. So they really haven't helped do anything to promote the auto industry in the free market.
Now, you're arguing that what they have done is a short-lived kind of good news, right? Yeah, GM's turned around, but given these regulations and other strings that have been attached to what they do in the future, it isn't going to last?
Exactly. Again, I mean, you can already see this. GM has said we're looking at taking the Cadillac over to China because we're worried about pickup sales in the United States. So I think that the Obama administration is ultimately going to lose out on this issue. And the more the Americans find out about this issue, the more they find out about how many billions of dollars that they are never going to see again that was spent to bail out these companies, the more they disapprove. And that's what this Rasmussen poll showed.
What about this overture to unions? And today, of course, with the new quicker sign-up for unions on workplaces across the country. Are Americans even paying attention to this? Do they care about this? Do they think that this is an administration two-sided with unions? What?
Well, I think that when you look at the Obama administration's history with unions, it's probably something that the American people wouldn't be very happy about. And you can look at, I think this has really gone locally too. You look at what's going on in Wisconsin, you look at what's going on in Louisiana right now. And when you look overall at the unions, I mean, Americans don't seem to like these different influences, these special interests that the Obama administration keeps saying that they're not involved with, and yet they keep on being associated with them. I think that's something the American people are tired of. It's not hope and change, and it's not moving forward.
Elisabeth Meinecke, thank you very much.
Thank you.